from the 4-yard line. Wentz surveying, escapes, and throws it right into the arms of Alshire. Lost control of the ball. Nick Bosa created it, forced the issue. Alshire is right there. He makes 2 big plays in a row, stopping Taylor on the play before that ended the quarter, and now the pick here.
Bosa here going right through Fisher, and that ball clearly just sort of slipped out of Carson Wentz's hand as he tried to make a Exhibit A.
His first pick in the last 150 passes. Garoppolo now off the play fake, fires, going to the ground, and the pass is incomplete, intended there for Sherfield, covered by Xavier Rhodes. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, you really have to give Xavier Rhodes some credit for just hanging in here as Carson Wentz goes over and sulks a little bit. He'll get over it, but Xavier Rhodes, we saw him limp in the locker room pregame warm-up. I erased him from the board. I took
Mitchell approaching 100 yards tonight. The Niners, since they picked up Garoppolo in the trade with New England, 24-10 since 2017. They averaged 28 points per game with him. With the other quarterbacks under Kyle Shanahan, 7-28. They win 1 out of every 5 games.
I'll make a case after this play, if it's nothing too exciting, that he's pretty good fit here for Kyle Shanahan.
It's been a good one in the sense they got to 1 Super Bowl, 3rd down and 4, and then Jimmy's been hurt a lot. He gets that one away, and he's lucky that it just dropped to the ground, because intended for Hasty had Tyquan Lewis.
NFL, and it works very well in combination.
Mitch Wisnowski having a good year. Hines makes the catch at the 34-yard line, runs into his own man. Can't get out of that traffic jam, and Indianapolis will get it at the 38. Early in his
sort of alternating with Mark Lewinsky, so some changes because of the fact that Quentin Nelson came back.
2nd down and 6. Nice slip move right there, and you can see why this guy is developing into one of the best in the league. Great run there. Gain of 16 yards, and Taylor now 7 totes for 61 yards in the game.
We just talked about Chris Reed. Watch him establish the double team and then get off up to the linebacker level and be able to pick off Fred Warner there. And that was a really good read that time by Jonathan Taylor, taking his time. Has a little Le'Veon Bell in it.
Emmanuel Mosley, and that goes back to their days in Baltimore. They carried those records to Indy with them. Right there making the grab is Doolin, but Josh Norman reads it perfectly and stuff
around this block, and he does it perfectly. Pascal came out there to try and get him. He said,
Last year in Buffalo, after years in Carolina and Washington, Josh Norman. 3rd down and 12 now. Niners bring pressure. Wentz escaping. Bosa chases him down and almost picked by Mosley. Wentz avoids the sack. Dee Ford that.
After all that he's been through, that back and neck, he could be a major contributor going forward.
Rigoberto Sanchez gets the kick away toward the near side. Fair catch called for by Mohamed Sanu. 11. Old Candlestick Park, long gone. This is the home of the Niners since 2014. Begin here. Mitchell, nice run again. Picks up about 5. Tackled by Buck.
He's such a great blocker. Good receiver.
Fullback. This time without the fullback. Mitchell sets up a 3rd down and 2. You know, you see a guy like Juszczyk and you wonder why teams don't use fullbacks more.
A lot to do with it.
3rd down and 2 now. On the ground again. Whoa. And no sir. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Bobby Okereke, and that's the way he was.
Impressive. Dwelly's going to try and come down and get a shot on him, and he does. But Okereke goes right through it. And welcome back, JaMycal Hasty.
He's doing it in front of his teacher, Condoleezza Rice. He was an intern there. Here's the punt that will skid and take a big 49er hop to the 17.
To talk about all the world events.
Fantastic lady. Marlon Mack is now the running back, and Mack, who would like to be traded, picks up about a yard.
Receiving back, and he said, passport, please.
Trade deadline is approaching. 2nd down and 9. It's raining as hard as it has all night, and that pass to the outside. Wentz wide open, and dropping it is Hines. Well, you talk about a night like tonight, and you got to get into punt. His second. Ayuk lets it bounce, and this takes a big Indy hop, and then he kicks the ball into the end zone and tries to get out of it. More perfect. Here's Mitchell on the ground, picks up a couple. Meanwhile, Sanchez on that crazy play gets credit for a 79-yard punt.
Yeah, and he definitely got a little assist from Ayuk, who did not need the bad press in San Francisco if that one had gone the other way on him. Each team has 12 footballs and 3 kicking balls, I think it is. Doing their best to try and keep them dry.
2nd and 8. Garoppolo. And that's drop.
It's
Forward pass. Yep. Incomplete. Intended for Samuel. Let's go to Michelle.
Yeah, each NFL game, each team provides 12 football.
3rd down and 8. Garoppolo with the glove on, throws, and that's incomplete. That's Ross Dwelley, the tight end. One of the guys they're missing, of course, is George Kittle, the great tight end. He's on injured reserve, so Dwelley has taken over as the #1 tight end on what they call next Saturday. From the 30, Wentz drops it. Man, it's going to be this kind of night, maybe the rest of the way, because this rain is coming down very hard. And
because it is going to be really difficult.
So you're playing Dr. Doppler now, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right, up to the 35-yard line goes